Two oceans, endless wilderness, and a heartbeat that drums to the rhythm of nature. Welcome to a place where the earth still breathes, where fiery volcanoes touch the sky and the cloud forest hides its deepest secrets. Here, it is not man who reigns, but life itself. In every second, every breath, every cry of the jungle, this is not a vacation, this is an awakening. Costa Rica, Pura Vida in its most powerful form. Costa Rica, the small country with an area of only around 51,000 square kilometers, is located halfway between North and South America. It is even slightly smaller than Bavaria and Germany, framed by the Caribbean Sea to the east, the Pacific Ocean to the west, Nicaragua to the north, and Panama to the south. It lies entirely in the tropics between the 8th and 11th degrees of north latitude. Due to its geography, with tropical lowlands, the Central Valley and high mountains with peaks up to 3,820 meters high, it nevertheless has 12 different microclimates. This special features makes it one of the most biodiverse countries on earth. It has everything an adventurer's heart desires: evergreen rainforest, beautiful sandy beaches, and a flora and fauna that could only be found in a very few places on our planet. Join us for the next episodes on our 2-week adventure through this fascinating country.
Also frühmorgens etwas holprig auf dem Boot. Das ist übrigens schon der Action-Modus der Kamera, der extreme Stabilisierung mit sich bringt.
We had booked a tour to the national park through the provider Chacamar. By the way, you can only enter this national park with a guide. Without one, you don't stand a chance. First, we took a boat ride of about 1 hour from Drake Bay to Sirena, the park's most popular visitor center. There we took a short excursion through the jungle, had our lunch, and then continued by boat to San Pedrillo. From there we went on to more excursions in the rainforest before returning by boat. Shortly before we reached Drake Bay, we turned around again, because there was something exciting to see. Corcovado National Park is one of around 30 national parks in Costa Rica and one of the most species-rich in the world. It is located on the eastern peninsula in southwestern Costa Rica and covers approximately 424 square kilometers. Rare animals such as jaguars, pumas, tapirs, and anteaters live here. All 4 species of monkeys found in Costa Rica are at home here: howler monkeys, capuchin monkeys, squirrel monkeys, and spider monkeys. There is also an enormous variety of reptiles, amphibians, and insects. An estimated 2.5% of the world's biodiversity can be found here. As mentioned, access is only possible with a guide, and tours should be booked well in advance. Today, most of the forest is in secondary rainforest. In the past, everything here was cleared and there was even an airfield. The plane wrecked in the middle of the forest dates back to this time, so it did not crash in the jungle as one might initially assume. When walking through the rainforest here, you often hear a dull, deep humming sound. When you do, keep your eyes peeled. There is sure to be a large hocko nearby. This is a turkey-like bird that can grow up to 1 meter long. The males are black, the females brown to brown spotted. Incidentally, the spider monkeys found here have nothing to do with spiders. The name comes from the fact that they use their tails to move around, and from the ground it looks as if spiders are moving through the treetops. After another boat trip, we arrived at the next ranger station in San Pedrillo. Following a brief lunch break right on the beach, we set off on our first excursion. After just a few hundred meters, we were fortunate enough to discover a waterhole where a tapir was cooling off. Back on the beach, the water looked very inviting once again, but caution is advised here. It is teeming with crocodiles, and they swim not only in the river but also in the sea. At first we thought it was just a tree trunk floating there, until it dove under and didn't resurface. Then we knew it was a large crocodile. The second excursion from San Pedrillo took us along a small stream, at the end of which we found a beautiful waterfall. We took the same route back and discovered many more plants and animals on this exploratory tour. Back at the ranger station, we were picked up by our boat again and headed for Drake Bay. But shortly before we arrived, the boat suddenly turned and headed out to the open sea. We soon found out why. After a short time, our boat was accompanied by pilot whales. The females grow up to 4.5 meters long, the males up to 6 meters. It's their way of keeping clean. After a lovingly prepared breakfast at our accommodation, we set off again. We took the same route back, driving past Uvita to Cuepos, where Manuel Antonio National Park is located. But even if you drive a route a second time, it never gets boring here. Again and again you see animals at the side of the road and of course lush vegetation. The town of Cuepos and Manuel Antonio National Park are located in a beautiful bay. The national park was founded in 1972 and is rather small, covering 60 square kilometers. If you have enough time, it's a wonderful place to stay. There are gorgeous beaches where capuchin monkeys romp around and even iguanas enjoy beach life here. We also spent the afternoon on the beach and let our souls unwind. We had planned to explore the national park the next morning. We booked the first time slot for admission, 7:45 a.m. Such exciting days naturally make you hungry, so we headed straight for dinner. What is the classic dish here? We usually had a casado. Casado is always similar but never the same. The basis is rice and black beans, served with vegetables, often a plantain, a small flatbread or some bread, and a protein source of your choice: beef, pork, chicken or fish. Another dish that we took to our hearts, or rather our stomachs, is ceviche. This is raw fish marinated in lemon juice with onions and herbs, usually served with plantains. There are also many delicious bowls with beans, fresh vegetables, meat or fish, sometimes lavish, sometimes simple, but always delicious and affordable. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment and a like. And if you're hungry for more episodes, just subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.